When you think about the most important products in your life, your phone, a crucial surgical tool, even a part deep inside a car engine, they all have something in common. They all have a mark, a permanent, precise mark. Today, we're going to dive into the incredible technology that makes those marks possible.
For centuries, right, we've used ink, stamps, even some pretty harsh chemicals to leave a lasting mark. But what if there was a better way? What if you could write with something as basic and powerful as light itself?
Well, the answer is a focused beam of light. And no, this isn't some kind of science fiction. This is laser marking, and it's a technology that's creating flawless, permanent marks with, frankly, unbelievable speed and efficiency.
So, how in the world does a beam of light create such a permanent mark? Let's break down the science behind it. It's actually surprisingly elegant and incredibly powerful. At its core, laser marking is all about controlled transformation. A laser beam is aimed at a material, but instead of, say, carving out a piece of it, it actually changes the surface on a microscopic level. So think of it less like carving and more like a powerful and super precise transformation.
So how does this transformation actually happen? Well, it's a really precise three-step process. First, the beam is focused with extreme accuracy. Second, the energy from that beam creates this intense, localized heat. Now, this can cause a few different things to happen. It might change the color, create a slight foaming effect, or even instantly vaporize a tiny layer of the material. That's a process called ablation. And the result, a perfect, permanent mark that is literally part of the material itself.
Okay, here's where it gets really interesting, because not all lasers are created equal. As you can see here, the type of laser you use totally depends on the material you're working with. Fiber lasers, they're perfect for metals like steel and aluminum because of their specific wavelength. CO2 lasers are the go-to for organic stuff like wood and plastic. And for those really heat-sensitive materials, you've got UV lasers, which use what's called a cold marking process to get the job done without any damage.
So, why is this technology so revolutionary? Let's walk through the 5 key advantages that are making laser marking the absolute go-to choice for so many industries.
First up, precision. And I mean, we are talking about microscopic control over every single aspect of the mark. Its depth, its width, its intensity. This means you can create these incredibly intricate designs, tiny barcodes and crystal clear serial numbers, and then repeat them perfectly every single time.
Next up is versatility. Like we just saw, there's a laser for pretty much any material you can think of. And you know the best part? There are no inks, no solvents, no extra parts to worry about. It's just a clean, efficient process that relies on one thing: light. I mean, what's the point of a mark if it doesn't last, right? Laser marks are unbelievably durable. Since the mark is actually part of the material, not just something sitting on top of it, it can withstand smudging, wear, and even the harshest industrial conditions. It is truly made to last forever. In manufacturing, speed is everything, and laser marking is incredibly fast. It allows for high-speed marking right on the production line, which directly boosts productivity. We're talking about a perfect, permanent mark in just a fraction of a second, on hundreds of parts a minute.
And finally, it's a non-contact process. The only thing that ever touches your product is light. This completely eliminates any risk of damage or contamination, which is absolutely crucial for things like delicatronics or sterile medical devices.
Okay, so we've seen the 5 key advantages. Now let's look at how this technology is actually being used out there in the real world on materials you probably see every single day.
When it comes to metals, laser marking is the clear winner, no question. Just think about those crisp logos, QR codes, and essential serial numbers you see on everything from car parts to aerospace components. It just delivers unmatched accuracy and efficiency for any kind of branding or identification you need on metal. And the applications for plastics and polymers are just as massive. It's perfect for branding electronic casings, adding barcodes to packaging, or marking medical plastics without messing with their integrity. It offers superior accuracy for labels that have to be both super clear and permanent. Even a material as delicate as glass can be marked with incredible precision. This is used for everything from high-end branding on bottles to adding serial numbers to lab equipment. It offers a level of quality and permanence that, honestly, traditional methods just can't compete with.
Now, to get the most out of this kind of technology, you really need the right expertise and the right equipment. That's where having a specialist partner comes in, to make sure you're getting the quality and performance you need. And that expertise? Well, it comes from experience. Chihalo Laser has been right at the forefront of this technology since 2016, providing custom, high-quality laser machines to help all kinds of industries meet their own unique needs.
The takeaway here is pretty simple. The future of marketing has arrived. It's faster, it's more precise, and it's way more durable than anything that's come before. It's really time to embrace the power of light and leave those old methods behind.
Which brings us to a final thought. As our world gets more and more complex, the need for a perfect, permanent mark is only going to become more critical. So the real question isn't if this technology is the future, it's how soon you're going to make it part of yours.